is the cash incentives and the stock option. That's kind of easy to understand. It's just get employees more involved in this company's revenue, so their own revenue, their salary will directly connected to the company revenue. And the outcome is it has successfully formed a sense of emergency in that company. And I said, here I will go into the Japanese business tradition. What is wrong with that? As we can see, there is a slow follow-up after the decision was made. That was because in Japanese society, people kind of follows the slow pace of life, so they can just and the second is tunnel vision management, which neglects the resulting marginal revenue, and there is a complicated communication layer which hold back the efficiency of the decision making. And the last one is kind of important. It's called Kero-Shu partnership. That's what I have mentioned about the investing the company has made to the suppliers. That's how they formed this kind of partnership. They thought they value the most. What they have valued the most is the relationship they have made between them and their suppliers. They think what most important is they have all involved in this kind of the same profit chain, so they will be loyal to each other. And in a resolution to this partnership, what Carlos Ghosn have been doing is he built relationships, listening, and observation. What he have done is he initiating discussions, walking around in the factory, gaining personal appeals. When he arrived in Japan, he actually goes around in the factory and shake hands with his employees and introduce himself, which gains him a lot of applause. And he take actions and initiative and managing others. He come up with a solution of cross-functional teams, which I will go further in the following slides because it's such an important concept in Carlos Ghosn's management theory. And in this cross-functional team, he built up 9 cross-functional teams in the company, and to gather information. And each team will have a specific area to work on. And in this way, he can get more access for the first-hand information of the company. And what he have done for the last is valuing people of different culture. He perfectly respects Japanese culture, the collective goals, and that's why I guess that's why he come up with the cross-functional team, which is according to their collective goals. So in a way of working with teams, they can work better. And in a resolution of the Kero-Shu partnership, as I have mentioned, he come up with cross-functional teams to coping with ambiguity and translating complex information into an easier way. There are 9 cross-functional teams in the company by that time, and each have 10 members. They work at specific area of research and development, supply chain, and promotion, blah blah blah. And each cross-functional team will have a sub-team, and that's the way to being integrate. In this way, they can obtain integrity in the team to avoid the collusion of the old partnership. And that's how he combined wisdom management to Japanese business habit. He kind of used the teamwork concept here and added it to Japanese business habit. That's how he formed his own global management, which was basically turned around the company. And how that turns out to be of Carlon going to the rescue. There were 20% reduction in purchasing cost, and supplier base shrunk by 40%, and service supply decreased by 60%. That's a huge cost by that time. Comparing to old Kitsusu partnership, and after the revival plan, full plant produced automobiles based on 15 platforms, and by the time of 2002, Carlos Ghosn stated that Nissan revival plan is over, and 2 years after it has started. And he also initiated the new plan, Nissan 100, Nissan 180, and which was focused on profitable growth. In this way, he can also maintain a sense of emergency, a sense of urgency in that company. And its operating income has gone up for 84.5% by the first half of 2001, and its operating margin its operating margin goes up too, and its revenue by the first half of fiscal year of 2002, it has 10.3 increase, and we can see from this chart, which gives us a vision of how Nissan has go up and down by the year of 1997 to 2003. We can see the net profit part is perfectly clear. It goes up by the time of 1999 when Carlos Ghosn got in the company, and by the time of 2002, it reached a high peak of 3,500, and you can see how bad that was by the time of 1999. It was negative 6,000 something. And basically, that's a part about Nissan. And let's welcome Chris to give us a clear view of Chrysler and how that compared to Nissan. Thank you.
Thank you, Yao. So Yao gave you a background on Nissan and the Carlos Ghosn case, and I'm going to use that context to bring to you what was going on at Chrysler at the time and to compare the two companies. So as you probably recall from the last project, this is our overview of Chrysler. They were founded in 1925 by Walter Percy. By 1928, they're battling for the first, second, and third largest auto manufacturer in the United States. And by 1953, they are permanently the third largest in the United States. And that's also when the crisis and success cycle began. Now, what's interesting is we left off with Lee Iacocca in the early 90s from our last project, and that Chrysler was in an upswing. They were enjoying success. And in the later years, in the later 90s, they actually went back to crisis, and then these new executives come in and bring them back up to success. So the constant change in management is still valid. Now, just a couple of facts to justify the financial crisis. First of all, they were on the verge of bankruptcy. It was